All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Tonight we are chatting about trying to find the best kitchen, or some people might think of it as the perfect kitchen. Is there such a thing out there? I don't know, but I do know this, that there is the best kitchen for your scenario. There's the best kitchen for your family and for your needs. And we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. A little bit more laid back again tonight. We're going to look at a few websites. We got lots of fun stuff coming up. I want to say hi. If you're watching this for the first time or the 50th time, make sure you do a couple things. One, say hi in the chat and be involved in the chat. Get in there. I'm going to pay a little bit of attention to the chat tonight. So if you do have a question or something like that that you want to ask me or ask the community that's here, put it in the chat and put a few question marks in front of it so that we can kind of see it as something that we definitely want to answer for you. And if you are just making a comment, please go ahead and do so and let me know where you're watching from. And the second thing you can do is hit the thumbs up button when you come in the door. I really do appreciate that, of course. And let's just jump into it. I want to talk a little bit about finding the best kitchen and what that looks like and how do we go about doing that. And so we're going to just, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I don't have any slides to show you, but we do have some websites we're going to look at and see if we can figure this out and hopefully get some answers as to what this looks like and where you can go for inspiration to find the best kitchen. Of course, when you are dealing with your own kitchen renovation, whether it is a new construction or if it's a renovation or complete demolition and renovation of a new kitchen, or it could be just you're doing minor things, you want to make sure that you're making choices that are purposeful for what you need them to be. And so sometimes we can get caught up in maybe trends or things that we're seeing online, or maybe something that I say or another creator says, or just something that's out there on Instagram. And it's really important that we take everything that we see and we make sure that we purposefully design our kitchens to suit our needs and for us. Our kitchens aren't for anybody else. They are for us to use. We want them to be as functional and beautiful as possible, but that has to work for me, the user. Unless you're flipping the thing or it's a rental property or something you're going to sell later on down the road in a few years, then maybe those decisions would be different. But for what we're talking about tonight, it is important that we design kitchens that are personal and that are purposeful for the way we need them. Lots of people joining in and saying hi. California, Washington State, cool. I see Helen's here. Hey, Helen from Australia. It's a spring there. And Michigan. Oh, where are we? I know Venice, Florida's here. Terry Joe, there you are. And Puerto Rico, Tisha, hey, I got your name right. Eventually I got it. Lots of you joining in. And if I do miss you through this, my apologies. I'll try to hit everybody I can. Hey, cool. First timer from Ontario. Awesome. Where at in Ontario, Teresa? Let us know. What is this? Hey, what's going on? Kung Fu Quartz. Oh, we're going to have to maybe go to your website and check that out in a little bit. We're going to look at a bunch of websites tonight. South Dakota, Delaware. Awesome. You guys are so cool. Winnie from California. Hey. So awesome that you guys are all on here. And we do have a question wondering if you did a video on cabinets as in painted or stained. I don't think I actually did a video a while ago about painting cabinets. I don't know if I did I don't think I've done a specific video. I should know my own content, but I don't think I did a specific video on painting versus stain, but that's something we can chat about for sure. If you want to, let me write that down, painted or stained. There we go. And yeah, I think that's something we can talk about. Okay, Mississauga, cool. Well, thank you for joining me tonight. That is awesome. That's from the home of Cheap Trick, really? That's pretty cool. Oh, cool. Well, awesome. Yeah. Just found out the capital of Australia is not Sydney. I know, right? I actually just recently found that out too, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's not Sydney. Anyways. All right, let's jump into this website I found. I think this is pretty cool, and hopefully you will as well. And let's see if I can bring it up for you. Share my screen. Bear with me as I do this. Okay. Let's put it on. Oops. My bad. Here we go. Hope you can see that okay. I can make it bigger maybe. Can I make it bigger? There we go. Okay, cool. So this is from this blog that I found, and it's called Milked or Unmilked. I don't know. It's probably not called Milked, Mark. What's it called? Demilked. Okay, so this is a blog website I found called Demilked, not Milked. And anyway, this particular article is about kitchens over the last 500 years, and it was very interesting. I want to look through these as I think you'll find it interesting as well. Um, and we'll have a look. So basically, they teamed up with HomeAdvisor.com, or HomeAdvisor teamed up with some artists to come up with these renderings. And so the first one here, this is a kind of a picture through kitchens the last 500 years, and it's really cool how they did this actually. And they have a little video at the end. So this first one is from 16th century Tudor Manor kitchen, 1520s, 1620s. So this kind of 100-year span. Pretty cool, and these get interesting as we go. But what I want to do is just read through this for you a little bit. So before the modern kitchen range or the microwave, the hearth was the warmest place in the kitchen. But it's not. But that's not to say the fireplace didn't have multiple functions, or later later appliances. It did. The one in ours was used for cooking, roasting, and heating. The cauldron hanging from the pot hook was most likely made of bell metal. So that's interesting. You can see that there. And then skillets, postnets, I'm not sure what they are, and frying pans are all made of wrought iron. And so they go on just to talk about how this was common in kitchens and frying pans. But if you want to install a wood stove into your kitchen, it would cost you between $860 and $3,500. I'm thinking that's current prices, as it's probably not the price of it back there. But I think this is pretty cool. All right, so then let's just jump ahead here. We'll go to the next one. This is the 17th century, late Stuart era kitchen, 1680 to 1720. Now, I don't know how true these are, but they're interesting as well. You can see it's the same room. So all of these are in the same room as we go. And I think that's pretty cool. So we have an updated room here and a little more going on. We have a cool table here. How many of you can see yourself working in a kitchen like this? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. You need the modern conveniences. I know I sure would. I'd be probably useless with a cauldron. You can see that this one got some gears and stuff on it, which is pretty cool. So, the mighty kitchen dresser appears. Okay, so this is the dresser in the back. That's pretty neat. We got plates on the wall. This looks so medieval looking. Even modest English households would store and display decorative ceramics on kitchen dressers and mantelpieces in this period. Though authentic 17th century dressers require deep pockets, a handyman service near you can build a custom dresser. They don't mention the price, but that is very true. Ceramic teacups and teapots became common in urban homes. The hearth has come a long way in the last few decades. Yes, yes, yes. So that's pretty cool. I'm not going to read all of those paragraphs, but let's just have a look at this again. So that's kind of neat. And now we'll jump ahead to the next one. I'm sipping some elderberry tea. I have had a little bit of the sniffles this week. 18th century colonial Williamsburg kitchen, 1720 to 1780. So a shorter time period, but now this is starting to look even more modern. Though it doesn't have any of the modern amenities that we would be used to, of course, but they do have lots of gourds and squashes, it seems, hanging around. They still have this cauldron, though it looks like it's more copper looking now. They got rid of the mechanism, the little thing. So what's it say about this one? Our journey through the American kitchen begins in Williamsburg, the capital of the Virginia colony for much of the 18th century. Our Williamsburg kitchen is fancier than the kitchens in other parts of the country at the time, according to Nancy, whoever that is, thanks to the city's wealth at the time. The chairs show that it would be a gathering place later in the day. Oh, very cool. So even way back when, I think probably since the first picture, the kitchen has been a place for community and for sharing, for building those bonds of relationships. How wonderful. Let's go to the next one, the 19th century. This is the 1870s century Victorian era kitchen. So now we're starting to see something that looks more like a kitchen. You got the nice table in the center. We got this little island that looks like it's movable. We do have a sink finally, an actual more of a stove top going on. We have some wall cabinets, a lot more detailing in all of the ceiling and the flooring and all that stuff. So this looks pretty cool. Beautiful. Looks like we could actually use this. Our 19th century kitchen is inspired by an educational lithograph created by L. Prang and Co. around 1874. It's actually a state of the art kitchen for the time. The freestanding wood or coal oven has finally landed. The oven's stovetop saved fuel and also saved the cook from crouching. These days, smart appliances for your kitchen can help you get perfect baking results every time. I don't know if that's true. I do not think your smart appliances are going to help your baking. At least they're not mine. But anyway, but back then the kitchen clock was about to make the kitchen clock was about to make an appearance so that cooks could at last time their cooking. Can you believe how far we've come? Yes. Oh, and those cupboards are precursor to the Hoosier, something like that. Cabinet, an all-in-one cupboard and shelves unit that was first marketed in 1899. Very cool. The Hoosier or Hosier, I don't know how to say that. Anyway, very nice. Yes, we have the sink, we have the stove, we have the beautiful table with the tablecloth, kind of this island thing. Starting to look more like a kitchen. Let's jump ahead. Ooh, here we go. 20th century, 1960s. This is a fitted kitchen. So now the things are attached to the wall a little more. And we have something that looks like almost, kind of looks like a modern day kitchen almost. We could get away with this. This looks very much like a modern kitchen almost. A raised panel, colonial style door. We got the farmhouse sink. I'm not sure if that was something that was in the 60s or not. Maybe you can correct me. I wasn't around then, but this is what they would call a London sink or maybe a Belfast. We have this fancy gas range, it looks like. And I don't know what we have it looks like a blind corner back there. Garbage can tucked under sink, no sink cabinet above, some shelving. We have, those hanging things here, the racks, what do they call those? The rods. Talked about those in other videos. I think we maybe mentioned those last week when we were talking about accessories. And so this is something looks very much like a modern day kitchen. The island with some seating. Nearly a century after the Prang lithograph, the whole idea of the kitchen had been revolutionized. Electrical appliances and other conveniences shifted the balance of the time and labor that went into feeding the family. In our 1960s kitchen, it's not just an electric fridge and gas cooker that made life easier. The painted or laminated surfaces and linoleum flooring make quicker work of keeping the kitchen clean. Today, linoleum is still one of the most popular types of kitchen flooring. No, it's not. And maybe, I don't know, I don't think it is, but you can correct me. Maybe I'm wrong. And you can bet there is a plug-in toaster and coffee percolator hidden in one of those cupboards. You can bet there is. Bet your bottom dollar. Very cool. Though it doesn't give me the 60s vibe, I'm going to say that. But anyway, whatever that means. Some ads for Bank of Nova Scotia. All right, Century 21 or 21st century. Designer kitchen. Here we go. 2020. All right. I mean, this almost has more of a 1960s vibe. Here we go. Very modern, high gloss, flat panel door. Looks like an integrated range. Sinks in the island. I do like the way they did this overhang. That's interesting, though. I don't know. I'd rather just one level. Textured ceiling. Lots going on here. Interesting color. I got the lighting going on, whatever these things are. What are those? You can't see my mouse. Now you can. Those things right there. What are those things? Who knows? All right, let's read ahead a little bit. Bright, clean, uncluttered kitchens rule the day in 2020. The exception is the island unit, which prioritizes social ability over clear access. Across the kitchen, the simplicity and stylishness of industrial style stainless steel, ooh, that's a mouthful, and concrete meet strong, classic natural surfaces such as marble, wood, or stone. Yeah. So here, look, a remodel could range from 13 to 37. That's fairly reasonable prices for a kitchen these days. You go much more than that, of course, but you could get a kitchen quite decent for that. Yeah, very nice. Now, I just want to show you this is the video that goes along with this. And I don't do my YouTube here. I'm going to post that link right now, right on the description of this live stream. You'll have to refresh the page in order to get it, but you should be able to do that. Let me see. Just excuse me while I do that. There we go. All right, cool. It is linked up. You can hit refresh probably and see that later on. All right. And of course, yes, this is live. So we're doing this on the fly, unless you're watching the replay and then all of this stuff is just whatever. You're going to have to skip through maybe some of this stuff, but it is what it is. Now, something I came across on Instagram, which I'm horrible at, and some people have been reaching out to me on Instagram, and I've been very slow to respond. But one of those people is Johnny. Johnny Makes DIY. He's going to be on next week. He's been on a live stream here before in the chat and watching. He's a kitchen designer. He's going to join me next week live, and that's going to be awesome because we're going to get to chat a little bit. So I'm pretty excited about that. What's the pattern on my shirt? I don't even know. They're little flowers. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that's distracting you. There. That's better. Anyways, let's keep going. Any questions? I've been looking. I should be looking. No questions. Just lots of good comments. Yeah, the 60s look more 40s to me. Interesting, I don't know. It didn't look 60s to me. 60s has a certain vibe, 60s and 70s. Anyways, let's go to this next one I want to show you. If you're not following Michael at Kitchen Cider, you should be. Kitchen Cider has YouTube presence. It's Michael. He's been on the live stream before with me. We've done videos together, and he's a friend of mine. He's in the UK. He's a kitchen designer. He's got this really great blog, and he's got a really great YouTube channel of the same name. I guess I got a link to that too. So I'll do that in a minute if you'll bear with me. But this is the Kitchen Cider. And let me just, ladies and gentlemen, I'll do it in a second. I'll just keep going here, and then I'll link to this as well. I think you should be checking out Michael's stuff. He's has a great blog. But anyway, on Instagram the other day, I came across this post, and his accent is really cute. Yes. Yeah, we got some love for Michael. Awesome, for Kitchen Cider. Yeah, sweet. His accent is really cute. Well, he's from the UK, so no, I don't see Jackie on here yet. No moderator. I guess I got to moderate for myself. Oh, Michael, we got some love coming in. So listen, obviously, if you haven't watched Michael, go check him out. I mean, not just the second. Give me a view too. But Michael's awesome, man. He's just a great guy. He's a really nice guy, and he's got some great content. But anyway, back to what I'm saying. He put out this post on Instagram talking about the island size calculator tool. I was like, excuse me, an island size calculator tool. Now, I haven't looked at this yet. We're going to look at this together. I wanted to look at this together with you. So Michael, I hope this is awesome because we're going to look at this right now, right here with everybody here. So this is the island calculator tool. I want to click on here. And let's check this out. So the kitchen island size calculator tool. Can you fit a kitchen island? Well, that's a very good question because can you? Or is your kitchen a little too small? Or is your kitchen too big? A kitchen island is more than just a statement. Let's see if we can zoom in on Mike's stuff here. It has to be functional and proportionate to the available space. That's why many find designing a kitchen a daunting task, especially when it comes to determining the size of an island. So I built the island size calculator tool. Michael, thank you for building this. Let's check it out. I think this is really cool. And let's see what this is all about. So this is in, I don't know how you did this, but this is pretty awesome. All right, the kitchen island size calculator tool. Can you guys see that okay? Let me just bring it up a little bigger. There we go. Sorry for all these ads, but that's how you make money when you're blogging, so that's fine. We got centimeters and we have inches. Thank you, Michael, for putting inches in there. All right, let's go room length. And this is, let's just go 15 feet, 180 inches. And let's say it's 132. No, let's go a little bigger. Let's go 156. So that's about 15 by 13. All right, 15 feet by 13 feet. And, okay, I just two-finger scrolled and it changed it. Interesting. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, single wall of cabinets with an island. What are our options? Where's our options at? Can you guys see the options here? Let me just scroll down. Interesting. I bring the options up, but you guys can't see it on my screen. Okay, well, here's the options. Single wall of cabinets, cabinets on opposite wall with an island, L shape with an island. That's what we want to do. Let's try L shape with an island and let's calculate. Oh, sweet. So it gives you the size of the island. Oh, and it gives you a visual guide. Length of the island is 75 inches and the island width is 51. And then it gives you what it would look like proportionate. So this is the ideal maximum footprint for your kitchen island. You may want to make your island smaller to give yourself more room around it for walkways or other areas in your kitchen. Awesome. Well, this is really cool. So this calculator is meant to as a guide only. We would that's good. It is based on the assumption that any cabinet depth is 25 inches, which is standard, and any walkway distance between the cabinets or cabinets to wall is 40 inches, which is pretty close to North American standards. And always check with your kitchen designer, builder, or contractor before making your final decision. So this is very cool. Oh, what is down here now? Feet, convert. Oh, okay, so if you're not sure about inches or centimeters, he's got a little tool there as well to help you figure that out. Michael, this is an awesome tool. Let's just go to a different one. So let's go with a U-shaped kitchen with an island, and let's calculate with a U-shape. Okay, so it took our width away. We still have the same length. That's no problem. And we can get 26 inches. So this would be, the former would have something with an overhang or maybe extra storage on the back. This would have just your standard depth cabinetry, but still very reasonable and still definitely something you should have in a kitchen. So if you have a 15 by 13 footprint for a kitchen, this is something that would definitely work for you. And let's just go look at the other two because I think this is really, really cool. Cabinets on opposite walls with an island. So this is a galley style kitchen. So we're going to have a longer island, but still 26 inches. Yeah. So you could get away with 100 inches, which is all, between, it's 8'2", 8'4". So that's a pretty good size island. It's a really good size island. So if you had a galley style, the issue with a galley style with an island like this, of course, is that it creates a little bit of a hassle with, if you're thinking about a kitchen triangle or efficiency of movement around that island, especially if you have appliances on opposite sides. So that's something you want to think through if you are going to design an island like this, where those appliances are going to be placed, so that you don't want to be going around the island all the time. But if you do want to have an island in a kitchen like this would be the size you'd want to go with. And then there was one more, a single wall with an island. So it's going to give us probably 100 inches, but go quite a bit deeper. Yeah, 100 inches by 51. Again, this is a really nice size island. If you could get this, have your cabinetry on one wall with a big island, that's a beautiful space right there. A really nice big island. You could put a sink in it maybe, or another appliance if you want it to, and that gives you all the ample clearance that you're going to need. So Michael, this is a really cool tool. I wish you were on tonight with us, but it's pretty late in the UK. I know that. But one of these days, we're going to have Michael back on, probably in a pre-recorded interview, and we'll play it, or if maybe we'll just do a live stream earlier in the day sometime, just so we can chat, because excellent creator and very good kitchen designer. So I hope that is something that you could find useful. I know I see Tisha say perfect timing for the calculator tool. I need a rolling island, but been unable to settle on a size. So this will help you at least get the size that would, properly fit the space. And then, of course, if you're working with a designer, which I know you're not, Tisha, I know you're doing this yourself. So this would be very helpful for you to get something that fits, accurately. So that's really good. So big thanks to Michael. And I guess I'm going to have to go and link to this too. Thank you for reminding me to do that. I'm going to do that right now, while I'm thinking about it, and so I don't forget later on, because that can happen very easily. So how many of you are thinking about a kitchen renovation? How many of you are thinking about putting in an island, or do you have an island now? Is it too big? Is it too small? What are your experiences with the kitchen island? Would be interested to hear. Pop it in the chat. Let us know while I am doing this. Are you a peninsula fan, or are you an island fan? If you watch my video from Saturday, we chatted about, there we go, saved. All right, that link is in the description too, so you have to refresh if you're going to go check it out. And of course, if you're watching this in replay, you can go check that out anytime. It's going to be already there for you. All right, let me come back to the live stream here. Adam's saying, what about 24 by 108-inch island? Too weird? Nope. No. My island is not much smaller than that in terms of length. My island in my kitchen is only 24-inch cabinets, so and I have laminate. So standard laminate for that is 27 inches, and I think my island's 8 feet. So no, it's not too weird at all. It's excellent, actually. There's tons of prep area, tons of places just to put your groceries down when you come in from wherever. So I think I don't think that's weird at all. Trina's saying, okay, no island for me. Kitchen is only 7.5 wide. Yeah. You're not going to get an island, but you could maybe use a rolling cart or something like that, like we were talking about. Maybe something you can pull in and out just to use while you're just using the kitchen, and if you could go somewhere else. Deb, renovating, L-shaped, but I have an island, but want it slightly bigger, and this works. Cool. That's the thing. If you are designing the kitchen, it's up to you to make sure that the clearances are correct, but also that they work for you. And so I've talked to lots of other people, lots of other designers. Sometimes we cheat a little bit. We cheat a little. I had an installer that used that saying all the time. I'll just cheat a little here, cheat a little there. Talking about installing things, making things level and stuff. But anyway, what I'm saying is that if you need to go a little bit smaller, that is a decision that you can make and think about. I had a client on a consultation this week. That was one of the things in their island, that it was just a little bit smaller than what I would say recommend, but it is something that they've thought through and that's what they want. So it's a, you know what, that's fine. That's a good decision for them. So I love it. I have a large island ideal for butchering. Would like a larger one next. For butchering? What are you butchering? Yeah, you need a big island if you're butchering, for sure. Ted's totally gutting my kitchen next year, 102 by 131, currently carpeted over concrete. Oh my goodness, really? Vaulted ceiling, that's cool, 14 feet tall. Here for ideas, including flooring. Cool. Well, I'll give you an idea about the carpet. You're gonna wanna, you might want to get rid of that. But concrete actually sounds cool. Concrete's a very cool flooring if it's in really cool shape, in good shape. My favorite flooring probably still is hardwood flooring. Um, it does scratch. That's just the nature of it. But if you know that going into it, it's not that big a deal. But in our reno that we're doing, we put in a click flooring, Kronos. It's called. It's out of Poland, if that means anything. But it went together like butter. It is so nice. You'll see it in some upcoming videos when I talk about the reno. You'll get to see that flooring. But yeah, it's just a regular laminate, not this vinyl stuff. It's regular laminate click flooring. It's really nice, really durable. But I like the sounds of concrete floor. We are building a home from scratch. Awesome. Our island is about 4'8" by 9'2". Ooh, juicy. That's a nice size island. Lots of depth, nice size width to it, and you're gonna like that a lot. That's cool. I'm jealous because I would have the biggest island possible in my kitchen if it wasn't for just the layout of the house. That's what we're down to, which brings up a really good point. I mentioned this in other videos, but I'll mention this now too. If you're designing a kitchen or if you're building a home, this is for building a home. This is for new homes only. Design that kitchen beforehand and then build and design your house around that space. That's if the kitchen is at all important to you in terms of its function and the way, if you want to make sure it's exactly what you want it to be. It happens so often. It happens all the time. It happens every time, is that I get clients that have a new home. They give me the architecture's drawings or the floor plans from the draftsman, and they're forced to fit a kitchen into this space. I said, well, too bad, this wasn't here. You could move this or do that. Like, oh, can't. Like, well, then we have to fit a kitchen into this space somehow. But if you had to design the kitchen first, then you can remedy that beforehand. So anyway, a little pro tip from my years of experience. I'm in the beginning stages. Hey, Vonda. I'm in the beginning stages. Drywall just went up today. Whoop. Peninsula for my space. Cool. Peninsulas are a great option. Just as every bit as good as an island, for sure. Awesome. Well, congratulations. That's a big thing. Getting things started is part of, is the big first step, and things got to look bad before they look good. My island is now 41 by 108. I would like a big island in the new build, but it won't be as long, I don't think. But 41 is a nice depth, so you'd have a nice overhang for seating. Yeah, I like it. Bluebell, I took out a peninsula and put in an island that is too big according to all the recommendations. I only, I shouldn't read this. I only have 31 inches on either side of the island, but it's a single person kitchen and I love it. That is the main thing. So there you go. 31 inches is pretty tight though. I gotta say. Anyway, that's cool. You love it. That's the main thing. Butchering beef, goat, sheep, and poultry. Wow. Can you field dress a rabbit? You probably can. Michael Jacobs finally diving into our new kitchen. Awesome. So exciting. All right, so let's just keep going here for a minute. I want to bring up another website. I'm not going to link to this one because you can check this one out yourself. But this is, of course, Kitchens of Instagram. And it's been a while since I've checked this out. And I haven't been on Instagram in months. So what I wanted to do is come on here because sometimes there's some great ideas. And I already see one that I love Love, love, love what I'm seeing already. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And I don't love everything on Kitchens of Instagram. Can I zoom in? Come on, let me. There we go. Hello. But I do love this, what I'm seeing right here. But let's get to it in a minute. And let's just look at this one here. These are all... Oh, it's a very fast motion. Oh, wow. Hope you guys... Can you see that all right? There you go. There you go. Magic corner. Love it. Oh, there's the paper towel thing we were talking about last week. Hey, he crawled under there just like it meant nothing to him. Okay, dog thing. I missed that. Nice butcher block. We got whatever that thing is. Pot filler. Man, this is a fast video. So fast. Do we want to turn sound on, everyone, or do we want to just let me talk and ruin it? I'm going to do that in my next video. I'm going to crawl underneath something. Hey, look at this. Slow it down. Yeah. Yeah, man. Slow. I'm going to add comments. Slow this down. But very cool kitchen. I'm going to be positive. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay, let's go to the next one. Why don't we? Do you mind? How do I get off of this thing? Where's the X? There it is. Okay, let's do the next one. This is a before and after. You can see that cool. You can see that good enough. Before, yes. Whoa! Okay. Is this truly before and after? It's hard to tell if that's the same room. I mean, it's very wide. Look at those cathedral style. Well, I don't know. I don't think it's the same room. It's the same room. Posting it. All right, let's keep going. I want to get to this one that I really want to see. Let's X out of there. All right, it's this one right here. Tired of trying to reach... Oh, people. I've talked about this before. I'll say it again. This is an excellent system. Ryko. Okay. This is an excellent system for over... Oh, it's liked by Revachel. Good for you. You got a like by Revachel. It's great for over your fridge. It's great for wall cabinets. These are excellent. Now, this person's saying, I'd rather buy a $40 ladder instead of a $1,000 pull-down shelf. How rude. Give me this any day over a ladder. Right? With an emoji. What kind of emoji do we want? Is there any good emojis? Is there a ladder emoji? Let's just go... Oh, let's just go fire. Bam. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Kitchens of Instagram. Maybe we'll turn on the sound for the next one. Let's try this one. All right, this is just a beautiful kitchen. I don't know. I don't trust it. All right, we got the... What do we have? We got the microwave. Oh, look, we got this thing here for paper towel. Microwave there. Pot filler. Beautiful backsplash. This is a very nice kitchen. Excellent. What's something that caught your eye? What caught my eye? This color back here. I don't know. It's very nice. I'm not going to comment on this one. Let's keep going. So are these the best kitchens on Instagram? I don't know. Okay, this looks interesting. Let's have a look here. Because this is all the rage, these big pantries. Ooh, beautiful flooring. Some shallow storage with some architectural elements. Some geometry happening. Very beautiful. Very inspirational. Very pricey, most likely, as well. How do we get rid of this thing? How do we get off it? There we go. All right. What else do we have? Ooh, this is worth of a checkout. Let's check the music. There we go. No F-bombs on that one. Ooh, look at that sink. Did you see that? We gotta see this one again. This is interesting. These look like hibachi grills. That's a sink, but that's a sink too. Induction, it looks like. Very exquisite. Okay, let's turn the music off. Me once. I'm just having fun. The replay value on this is going to be very bad, but we're just going to have a look at a few more of these to see if we can get some inspiration. Some beautiful high ceilings. Oh, curved cabinetry is very popular. Let's have a look at this one. That's a cool vibe. All right. I keep forgetting to look. I'm just jamming. So we got curved cabinetry. That looks awesome. Let's just take the music off. Whatever this kind of range is beautiful. I mean, that's probably 30 grand range right there. How do you feel about the mirrored backsplash? Is that something that you're into? I'm certainly not, but you know, it's all on what you like. That's what the beautiful thing is about kitchens. It's you get what you want, and that's the main thing. Oh, this looks interesting. So this is a pull-out cutlery tray divider type of system. Oh, good Lord, no. Did you see the fingerprints on the drawer after it was closed? No, I did not. Yeah, but that probably goes away. It's probably just like humidity. It probably just evaporates. I don't think that's a big deal. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. There's some pretty cool ideas out there. Oh, let's check this one out. Ooh, nice. I don't know what you're singing, but I'm scared. You'll notice that the pantry is pulled. So when he moves out of the way, you can see it right there to create space for that. So that whole pantry is pulled forward so that the countertop can finish right into the side of it. That's a very sleek way of doing it. Usually if you have a 24-inch pantry cabinet and 24-inch cabinet next to it like this, the countertop overhangs, and so you have this like little awkward little section of countertop that overhangs out past it. But doing it this way by pulling it, you get this real sleek finished look. This is the way I like to do it as well, but I never did this before. I think this is really, really interesting. Now, I know I'm hoping that it's secure enough that something won't fall off in there. It looks like it probably is. The back of the cabinet is probably right there. So that's really cool. Thanks for sharing. This is an awesome idea. Yum. All right. Maybe they'll be like, who's MTKD? All right. Oh, here's one with a ladder. I'm on the fence with the kitchen ladder. So let's just look at this one and we'll call it quits. Let's put the music on. I don't know what that's going to be about. Yeah, they got the ladder mechanism going on here. There you can see the ladder in the background. And there's the ladder. Kind of a pain in the butt, isn't it? To go grab that ladder and set it up every time. Well, that's nice. So I don't know how you feel about the ladder idea. What are your thoughts on the ladder in the kitchen? Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? Let me just jump into the comments for a little bit, and then we'll go to the last website, which I think will be the funnest one of all that we're going to look at. Really, gold trim seems tacky? Yeah, it fits that kitchen, though, you know? It's definitely not for everybody. Um, when are induction stoves gonna catch on in the US and Canada? Well, I think they are catching on. Gas clearly is something that's still very popular. Electric is very popular, but I think induction is gaining ground for sure. Um, Paul is going with induction. I know a lot of people that are going with induction, and, I think it's gaining popularity. It's an interesting one. That's a good poll to maybe put out for my channel, is just to see what are people going with. I think if I did that right now, you'd probably all vote gas. I don't know. Do you think that that's instead of wondering? Let me throw up a poll right now. We'll see if we can find out what you guys have. This is what you have in your current house. Let's go with that. So this is your current stove, not what you'd like to have, but what you have in your current house. Let me just jump on here for a minute, and we'll do that. All right, let's create a poll. All right, I'm just going to put stove type. You guys can, you know what I'm talking about. So we got gas, we have electric, and we have induction. Start the poll. Okay, you might have to refresh. I don't know, but it's going to show up there in the chat feed. So if you have to refresh, do that and then start voting. Let me know. Let all of us know what it is that you have currently, and we'll get a sense of how maybe popular it is with the 40 some of us who are on here right now. At least we'll get a small sampling for that for sure. All right, the mirrored backsplash is cool. It'll be a nightmare to keep clean. Yeah, it would be for sure. Those lighted cubbies were handsome. They were. Anything lighted is a bonus for sure. Helen's saying not mirrored tiles, but one huge mirror panel as well as, yeah. Oh, you had on a previous one. That's cool. I don't know about the mirror though. Is it too much? Trina's saying the only place I would think about mirrors in a kitchen is in an upper cabinet instead of glass panel. Lighter, more open look than wood panels, but hide. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. You could also put it as the back panel of an upper cabinet like that with glass doors in it. That might be interesting too. I don't know. It is, yeah. I mean, I think Kitchens of Instagram is probably not looking at most of us. Kira, so I agree with you. It's probably impractical. That spice thing, though, I think we could get away with. That is, that I think is something that we could actually do without too much problem. If we have a custom cabinet manufacturer, I think we could have that made pretty easily. If yeah, we got some agreeers. The ladder is above my class. The ladder just seems, well, yes, obviously. I think the ladder is just impractical. I mean, I know people have ladders in their kitchens. I have clients who have ladders, um, you know, that they just pull out of a space and just, set up like a regular ladder. But obviously, we're talking a very high end kitchen with a ladder like that for sure. No ladder, but the grandkids would love it. Yeah. It just seems more dangerous than you need it to be. Yeah. Get the Revashelf drop down unit. That's the thing you want. It is so cool. Yes, they're expensive, but anyway. How about a fold-out step stool we saw built into this cat? Yeah, that'd be cool. The one that's like 6 inches wide, it's like a filler space, maybe even narrower than that. Pulls out, folds down either way. Those are really cool. Um, those are some things we should look at when we do accessories again, which people love accessories. That live stream from last week just blew up. So maybe we'll have to do another one where we look at accessories. I just didn't want to do it again this week. Um, just do something different. To utilize my wall space, 10 feet, I'm thinking having a couple hideaway ladders to get, yeah. And hideaway ladders is, that's a different story. When we have ladders that are, on the rollers and stuff like that, I just wonder, I guess it's useful. I don't know. I don't have ladders in my kitchen. I don't need one. We lose power so often. I have to have gas. Oh yeah, let's check our poll out. What are we at with the poll? Wow. Okay. So far after 32 votes. So if you're able to vote, do it. And if you're able to hit the thumbs up button, do it. That'd be appreciated. 38% saying gas, 38% saying electric, and 25% are saying induction. So not bad. That's not bad for induction, honestly. All right. I want to take you to the next website here. Just scrolling through your chat. Oh, screaming deal on Thermador. That's cool. Well, there you go. You got a good brand there for sure. Vaughn is saying, I wanted gas, but I have not cooked with gas in 30 years. I could trust myself with the responsibility. I have never cooked with, well, I shouldn't say that. I guess I have, but not in a kitchen. I've cooked with gas on an outside gas stove. Oh my goodness. Helga's saying she loves that spice rack. Yeah, I love it too. I think it's definitely something that you should put into a kitchen if you can. And the way they thought about that, whoever thought about that, you got my applause, because you pulled the pantry, which number one was just a very smart idea, very, very good design decision, and but you also use that space. So cool. There are ladders under 2 inches thick when folded. There are 4 steps high. That's my Reva shelf. Money goes elsewhere. 2 inches thick. Okay, yeah, I was saying like around 3, so you could fit those anywhere, and they slide in. I think that's the one you're talking about. Those are really cool. They're just built into your cabinet, which is really cool. Oh no, you're 5 feet and never been able to reach the Reva shelf pull downs in display kitchens. Well, that can be a problem if you can't reach them. You spent $400 on one. I know some of them come with an extender arm thing that you can use. I don't know if that's something. So the gas is useful because if power goes out, you can still cook. So yeah, and maybe that's a good indication as to why gas is so popular over everything else. But so far the poll is saying 35, 38, and 26. So gas being 35. And I think that, yeah, that's a good idea for the power thing. And electric stoves have just been the run-of-the-mill thing forever. So I think that's they're going to stick around for a little while still. Now, I enjoyed a few years ago when a few years ago. What am I even talking about? I'm just discombobulated tonight. I enjoyed a few videos ago when I explored kitchens, $1 million kitchens, and I want to do something similar tonight. If we can find some really good kitchens here on the interweb. So this is realtor.com. Of course, we're looking in the United States for this, but that's okay for now. And browse homes in Hollywood, Florida. Well, I don't know where we want to go, but let's go to some of your cities that you were talking about. So earlier you were saying where some of you guys are from, and I want to go to Let's see, let's see, let's see. There we go. Dandridge. Hell, Darlene, we're going to Dandridge. We're going to see. Yeah, there you go. We're going to see what houses are in Dandridge. And we're going to find. Woo, hello. What is this place? Okay. I want to check this out for sure. Seriously? This is. Have you seen this place, Darlene? Darlene, tell me, have you seen this place? All right. Darlene, this is incredible. We're going to check this place out, see if this has a kitchen that is. Would you like. No, thanks. Would you like to see? All right. Wow. Not nice at all. Can you imagine? Oh, this is not good. Okay, well, right off the hop, we do got the over-the-range microwave, which is just an atrocity. A funny thing, a few videos, or was it last week? Yeah, Phil made a comment about OTRs, and I just played along like I didn't know what they were. And I got a bunch of comments saying it's an over-the-range microwave. I'm like, oh, I know what they are. Um, there we go. Let's zoom in on this. So, clean kitchen, that's fine. Raised panel, looks like some kind of maple cabinet, honey stain, that's all fine. But this is just old and dated. Horrible placement of the range. Old. What is that? What is it called? Chromium granite, or almost looks like Ubatuba. But I like this big butcher block thing. But look, I mean, it doesn't fit in the kitchen at all. Oh my goodness, this is just not what I wanted to see. There you go, a little separate section that could have been utilized better. I'm sorry, I'm gonna roast most of these. Anybody know what that countertop is? Kira, do you know? Looks like, is it chromium? That's a granite. One of you guys gotta know. Pick another. Yeah, this is not great for the price. All right, let's go back. Let's see what else we can find. Okay, this is a house for 22 or 229, sorry. Okay, we're just going to stick here for a few minutes, and we're going to go to another city. Where's the kitchens? Come on. 3 kitchen pictures. Whoa! All right, for the price range, I get it. But yeah, so it just needs an immediate upgrade. Fridge probably was there. Looks like a washer and dryer or washer outlet was there too, or a set tub outlet. Laminate countertop looks great. They put that on there just for the selling of this kitchen because it's brand new looking. And there you go. That's what 230 grand will get you. And let's go to another one. That's in Chestnut Hill Road. Let's just go up to a little more moolah, see what we can find. Let's just put in a filter here. What do we got? Price range. Let's just jump right to 800,000 and minimum 400,000. All right, here we go. Ooh, what's this? Okay, let's see. This is pretty. 500,000. Kitchen. 4 pictures of the kitchen. Here we go. Oh, wow. This is a brand new home. Beautiful flooring. Very, very nice. Shaker style framed cabinets. Ooh, I don't like that they don't have a fridge panel. Not good. Over the range microwave, of course. Man. Yeah, so too bad. Too bad. Anyway, nice big kitchen. They should have, I don't know, they should have made it better. I have a feeling that these are builder grade cabinets, and man, this could have been a really nice kitchen. At first glance, it looks pretty cool. The flooring's nice, the color's nice, the countertop's nice, but they done messed up, in my opinion. Anyways, I'm going to be hard on them. Let's go to another city. All right. Where else do y'all live? I'm going to go to your town. Westfield, New Jersey. All right. Let's do Westfield. Throw your town in there. Your city. Westfield. Come on, where you at? There you go. Westfield, New Jersey. And we're going to stay in this higher price range-ish. So this is for $750,000. All right. Kitchen. Here we go. $750,000 Westfield. Oh no! Look at the ceiling. Oh goodness. This is Uba Tuba. Is it not? Oh my goodness gracious. Holy smokes. Listen, I apologize if this happens to be like your house. My apologies, but I'm going to be very hard on probably all of these because I would say most of these are going to need an upgrade. And sorry that the Canadian Tire ad is there for you to see. I'll zoom in. All right. So what are the problems here? It's just an old house that you're trying to fit this kitchen into. It just needs a major renovation. That's all. I mean, it's not meant for an upgraded. It's not meant for a modern kitchen. That's the problem. You know, I do like this feature on the glass. That is cool. Anyway, I don't have much positive to say about this kitchen other than that. All right, let's go to another home here in Westfield. Ooh, no. This can't be good. All right. Okay, this looks like a nice little place here. 800,000 pending offer. Good for you. Let's check the kitchen out. Yeah, oh, over the range microwave. This is like a pass through is it a peninsula? Is it a true? Yeah, it's a peninsula. Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. Some kind of peel and stick tile on the back there. Granite countertop. Is what it is. I mean, take out the bulkhead, get rid of the microwave, put in an island, and oops, I just saved that image by accident. My goodness, cancel. And I think you'd have a really nice kitchen here. But this is what you get for $800,000. All right, in Westfield, sorry. Let's do one more. 800,000. I want to find the best kitchen, okay? Can we do that? Can we find the best kitchen? Does the $699 house have it? Let's see. Only 2 pictures of the kitchen, so I doubt it. No. Nope. We're going to have to go much higher in price range. All right, that was Westfield. So cool. Let's go to another town. I'm just going to grab one here. Sioux Falls. All right, Kara. Sioux Falls. Let's do that one. I can't spell. Sioux Falls. There we go. Let's do 1 mil and a minimum of 600,000. So let's just get some higher priced homes here, and let's see what we can find in Sioux Falls. Okay. Wow. Okay, we got to check this one out. Okay, I was scared. I thought that, well, I don't like this either, but at least it's not an over the range. Okay, 90s vibe. Whatever, is what it is. It's got some, looks like stone. Raised panel doors, some kind of maple maybe. Chocolatey stain. Nice big kitchen, lots of room. Not my favorite style. I'm not in the 90s, we did a lot of this up and down stuff. You know, in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, we did a lot of this staggering heights of cabinets. That was really popular. And so that's just a giveaway, as with the door style, as with the color for this kitchen. But yeah, so in my opinion, as beautiful as new as this looks, it could use an upgrade for sure. But nice big space, very functional. I mean, look at the stove wall. It looks a little bit. I don't know. It just could have been. It could have been better. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but come on. What's with the green lighting? Anyways, listen. I'm not trying to be mean. So I have to say what I think here. Let's go back. All right. So that was clearly not a winner. Nice big kitchen though. Nice big space. What is this place for $1 million with a pool? Okay, let's see. All right, so very modern. You got the sconces, you got the waterfall, you got everything very modern. So this looks like $1 million home kitchen for me. You got the big range, the apron front type of range, side by side fridge. That window could be better, could be bigger. It could come down further, and you could have the sill and the window and the countertop all meet into one thing. So that'd be kind of nice. Um, but yeah, beautiful kitchen. I like it. Nice big open concept. Whoo, look at those windows. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. So who cares about the kitchen? You got that. This is a beautiful home, by the way. What's this? A laundry room? Okay. Oh, it's like a little, yeah, it's a laundry room. Okay, so this is a beautiful kitchen. Very nice, very nice. So far, Sioux Falls, well, that's $1 million. We didn't look at $1 million in the other one, so we got to be fair here. But so far, I like that one a lot. This one looks like an interesting home. Let's see what we got here. Kitchen. Ooh, I like that. I mean, it's obvious that I just like the modern contemporary style. So my apologies if I just don't like the raised panel style doors. It's just because it's not what I like, but you may love it, and that's totally fine. But this is not even a real picture, isn't it? It's not. It's a rendering. But I mean, it's close enough to be what it would be, so it doesn't really matter um, whether or not it's a rendering. This would be a very nice kitchen. So there you have it. It's a real picture. This is a real picture. This is not a rendering. This is real. It's so clean looking. It looks like a rendering though, doesn't it? I'm going to tell you why I don't think it's a rendering. Sorry. I hope this is not because of this red thing right here. But yeah, I don't. This does look. This is real. Beautiful kitchen. Oh, Bluebill, you're saying it's a rendering. Oh, but you're talking the prior one. Which one was that? Can we go back? This one here, the $1 million one. Is this a rendering? No, I don't think so. I think that's real. I think it's real. I'm going with real on this one. This does look it's so clean though. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this a rendering? Sorry, Darlene. Trying to move my arrow out of the way. No, it's not. Okay, let's keep going. Let's look at one more house here in Sioux Falls. This is very nice. Let's just go a little bit less expensive, maybe 605. Oh yeah, here we go. Bam. 80s kitchen with the galley rail on top. This is something special, folks. I hope you can see this. If you've not seen these before, this is something you'll want to check out right here. This is called a galley rail. Basically, it was something that was probably used on boats, and it just kept things from falling off the top of cabinets. And so they just incorporated this into kitchen design as a feature, but it served no purpose other than just the aesthetic look of it. But this is a classic oak raised panel door. They did some backsplash work. They got the open shelves, which is very indicative of the 1980s. This kind of stained glassy type of stuff, tinted glass. This has what it looks like to be Corian on it for a countertop, maybe. And yeah, wow. I mean, that's cool. I mean, obviously, it's like just an old style, but I just like the fact that there's that gallery rail there, or galley rail. Oh yeah, it's the stained glass stuff. Man, this is so 80s, man. So 80s, man. Wow. Yeah. Oh, look, they got the timbre door. I mean, this is a pretty cool kitchen for the time that it came out of. Um, yeah. Is that no, maybe that's laminate, is it? It looks like some kind of Corian they put on there. Hard to tell. With an edge? Yeah, I think it is. There you go. You got this beautiful cabinet back there for the coffee. Oh, look at those old Amarok handles. Oh, can you see that? Look at those babies right there. Those are the kind that the handles today are just like flat, like on the back. So you put them against your door and your screw goes into it. But these handles had this like a piece that went into the door, and then the screw went into that piece, like this little like I don't know what the right word is for it, but like this little like post that went in. That's what those were right there. Very, very cool. Anyway, this is just more nostalgic. This kitchen needs an upgrade for sure, but I actually kind of like it. Why do I like this one? I don't like the other ones. All right, let's go to another town. What time is it? Oh, we're way past time. Way past my bedtime, everyone. All right. Let's go to one more house here. Thanks for staying with me for so long, those of you who are on the live stream. Appreciate you all, of course, for being here. And if you hit that thumbs up, I'll appreciate it even more. That doesn't matter. All right, let's see. Where else are you from? Da 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 da. All right, Roswell, Georgia. Let's do that. Roswell. Let's do that one as our next one. Roswell. Ooh, hello, Roswell. I like Georgia. I've been to Atlanta, and man, there's some beautiful neighborhoods there. This one has an OTR, so I don't like it. Oh my goodness. Kitchen. Oh, this is one picture. Only one picture. Shaker panel. So this is a later 2000s kitchen. Upgrade maybe. Sink in the island. We can't see where the fridge is. What are the other pictures? Can they? Oh, we don't really show. Maybe the living room will show a picture of the fridge looking in. No, not really. Oh, there it is. Fridge is over on that wall. Okay. Beautiful home needs a new kitchen. I'll just leave it at that. Let's go to another one with this pool. 640. Only 2 photos. They're both of the pool. Okay. What do we have here? Oh, this is oh, hello. All right, let's check this one out. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's go 6 pictures. Well, that's the kitchen right there. There's only one picture of the kitchen. We'll just zoom in a little bit here so we have a look-see. All right. What do we think? What do we think? Stone countertop, undermount, apron front sink, backed to the range, which could be a problem. You got to be careful of that. And we do have double oven going on, microwave here, which is very nice. Shaker, you got the cabinets up above that are glass. This is a very nice kitchen. I like it. Definitely something I could see myself dealing with, you know? Let's go back. Do a couple more. Hope you guys are enjoying this okay. And just sitting back. Let me have a sip of tea here as my voice is going on me. And then we'll do maybe one more after this. All right, here's upwards of 1 million. Okay. Oh, 50 pictures. Okay. No, that's what I like. I like when they have lots of pictures. Only 6 of the kitchen. What a beautiful home. Okay. All right. Raised panel. Those look like thermofoil by the roundedness of it. So these are probably a thermoplastic door. That's my guess. Anybody want to weigh in on that? I think I might be close to being accurate, but maybe not. It looks like a thermofoil door, unless I'm just not seeing it correctly. No, they're framed, so they're probably not thermoplastic. All right. Oh no, here we go. Yeah, that's thermoplastic. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Raised panel sink or island has the range top. Okay. I put the Pellegrino out there in the lemons. Good job. Good job with the Pellegrino. Peninsula. This is just laid out awkward, I think, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Is it laid out awkward? Looks a little awkward to me. Oh, not a fan of that sink. Not a fan of knobs either. Sorry. Hey, you win some, you lose some. Let's do one more here, and then we'll change cities for the last time. Okay, this is an estate here. Look at this place. Woo! 91 pictures. Hello. This better be amazing. Yeah. Okay. There's multiple kitchens. Okay. So this is one of the kitchens. This is another one of the kitchens. This is yet another. No, this is the same kitchen as that one. Is this the main kitchen? Yeah, it is. Yikes. Oh, here we go. Man. Well, is what it is. What do you think? Look at this, cabinets above. So this is just an older kitchen that they renovated, and here's the other kitchen. Too many kitchens. I can't wrap my head around this, but this one has an OTR. Does this one? No, it just has the range top. Doesn't seem to have ventilation. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about this one. Not my favorite. All right, where else? Let's go one more place. Oakland, California. All right, let's go there. And then, you know what? Since we're here and I'm a Canadian, let's just try a Canadian place too. Oakland, CA. All right. What are we getting in Oakland for? Oh, look at this one has an OTR. I see it right away. One of my favorite YouTubers lives in Oakland. I think they're in Oakland anyway. It's a skateboarding channel. Shaker panel, very nice. I mean, so looks like it's renovated. Looks like it's quartz, over the range, not that great. Interesting how they did that, but I mean, small kitchen for the price range. They have this window, unfortunately, that they had to do that with. So I'm looking down here because my screen's down here, but I can also look over here too. Yeah. So interesting how popular over the range microwaves are. Let's look at one more in Oakland, and I'm going to jump over to Canada for a minute. Let's see what we can get for. Okay, that's all right. This is for almost $1 million. What does $1 million get you? Where's the kitchen? Here we go. 4 pictures. Ooh, baby. Wow, wow, wow. All right, nice color. Shaker panel. Black hardware. Open shelves. Bulkhead. They can take that bulkhead out of there. You can tell they did a renovation. They used to have a diagonal corner cabinet because the bulkhead is shaped that way. But they should have taken the bulkhead out. Don't tell me that there's something in there. There isn't. They didn't even look. I guarantee you there's nothing in any of those bulkheads. Fridge is just stuck out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, they renovated it to sell probably. They have a blind corner. You know, they prettied it up. That's about all, but it's not very functional in my opinion. Oh, look at this. What in the blazes? Oh, my goodness. I'm not happy about this at all. Let's go to realtor.ca. All right, let's go to Canada, all right? And then we're going to say goodnight to everybody. I see Darlene's leaving. Thanks for being here. Not very many questions coming in, but we're just all chatting and hanging out. So where do you live? Let's go to my hometown. Let's see kitchens in my hometown. See if there's any I design. Don't attract me. Sydney, Nova Scotia. Let's do this. Let's go to maximum price of $1 million. $1 million in my hometown. Oh my! Let's go minimum price 800,000. This this is probably. Hey, this is like literally just down the road from me, Monterey. I got friends up in this area. I've probably driven by this house. Is there kitchen pictures of Monterey? 45. This is what $1 million will get you in my hometown. Oh, come on. What? I wonder who did these. I know everybody in my town, so I know who probably did these kitchens. Let's go to the next one. Oh, goodness. Oh, this is a new neighborhood. Those Corbels give it away. Anyway, very ornate Corbels, raised panel. Oh, this was a very classic look door. They got that on there. They got the arch toe kick. Framed cabinets. Oh, corner sink. Oh my goodness. Yikes, yikes, yikes. This needs a major renovation. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. This isn't a new house, actually. Monterey is an older neighborhood, but look at that. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Tisk, tisk. Yes, I have. Born and raised in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Always lived here. The only place I think I'd rather maybe live is Florida. So anyway, let's go. There's nothing else in my neighborhood that's $1 million. So we're going to have to find something that's less expensive. But can we? Where'd it go? How do you get back? Oh my goodness, what's going on? There we go. All right, let's just go to minimum of 425. Here we go. Oh, Valley View. I lived in the street. I lived in the street just across from there. Taking forever, though. I would say probably. Toronto, yeah, that bulkhead was ridiculous. Yeah, that'd be a good video title right there of what kitchens should not look like. Do people email you pics and graph paper layouts of their kitchens, and for a fee, you send them ideas? Yeah, basically on my website, I have a design service at mtkd.ca, and yeah, that is something I do. So, yes, yes, we can handle that. Okay, let's look at the kitchens here in Valley View. I used to walk up this neighborhood. There's a artesian well here in this neighborhood. It's very nice. All right. Let's see this kitchen. Okay. Framed cabinets again. Look, they got the raised thing. Just an early 2000s. Look, even where I live, there's over-the-range microwaves. Come on. Haven't you, hasn't anyone heard? This is a framed. I wonder whose kitchens these are. I did a lot of homes up here. This isn't my kitchen, one I did, but I did a lot of homes up in this neighborhood. I wonder if we can find one that I did. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? Let's see where else we can go. McLeod's Hill Road, Bimmy Heights, Cottage Road, South Bentnick. Well, this is interesting. Fulton, Howe Street, Riverview Drive. Riverview Drive. Let's do this one. Let's do Riverview Drive. Wham. I did a house on Riverview Drive. Man, this is a massive kitchen. Wow. It's kind of laid out odd, though, isn't it? The island's like way over out of the way. What in the world? Where's that island do? Is it? No, it's not movable. There's a sink in it. All right, this is a strange one, folks. I don't know what's going on with this island, but the kitchen's in between two floors. The fridge is over here. The sink is over here. What is going on? That island has to be moved. It's definitely moved. There's no way it belongs over there. Let's go to one more. I got to find something in my hometown that's nice. It's nice, though, that just as in your hometown, my hometown doesn't have nice ones either, you know. A lot of them aren't very good. They need updating. Harborview Drive, Monterey. Fulton, that's a nice place. Howe Street, that's in town. Bentnick, that's going to be old. All right, let's just go to, I don't know where McLeod's Hill Road is, but I do know South Bentnick Street. It's going to be nasty. I'm going to tell you right now, this one's going to be nasty. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Where's the kitchen? It's going to be a doozy. Where is it at? They're not showing us for a reason. Oh, do they even show us the kitchen? They don't. It's got to be bad if they don't show you. There's the tub. That's not the kitchen. That's just the table. Well, folks, this house doesn't have a kitchen. That's not a kitchen. That's not a kitchen. That's a bedroom. It's a bedroom. Man. Look at the snow. That's an older picture because there's no snow right now. Okay, let's do one more. All right, let's do this one in Bimmy Heights. Oh, it's a duplex. Is it? No, it's not. Okay. This will be the last one, folks. Then we'll say goodnight. It's been a long night. Okay, newly constructed. I like the floor. I like the color. I just like this kind of coloring. Let's go here. Yeah, I mean, they designed this to sell, basically. This is like a newer place. Shaker panel, framed cabinet, no over the range. Thank you very much. Nice and sleek, decent layout. You got proper clearances on either side of the range. I'm not a fan of these angled corner cabinets anymore. I think it's old. They got a corner cabinet in the base, which no one's thinking about these things. Um, it's just kind of put together, but very well done. I like it. It's got a thumbs up. I think this is definitely a nice little kitchen. They could have managed this a little bit better, but the owner can do that. 39 Bimmy Heights. Check it out. 725. Whoo, there you go. That's what you're going to get where I live. But of course, the real estate market where I live is definitely different than other places. So anyways, let's go from there. So let me just go into the chat for a minute and hopefully cool. Good night, everyone. My first time for live stream. Well, hopefully it was worth sitting around for. Some live streams are more curated with content that, is a little more planned out. And some of them are like this, where I'm just kind of chilling, hanging out with you guys, looking at stuff I think that's interesting, and hopefully you find it interesting as well, and just having a little bit of fun. So I appreciate you sticking around for this kind of stuff. For new remodel, we chose electric because I have. Oh, we already got to that a while ago, didn't we? I think we did. But yeah, that's good. Go with what you know. Electric. Oh, I think you just corrected yourself. Maybe is that what you said? I like the gas though. Okay. Well, Tisha thinks it's fun, so thanks. I appreciate it, and appreciate all of you, of course. All right, next week we're going to have Johnny Makes DIY on the live stream. So he's a kitchen designer. We're going to be chatting about kitchen design. And let's just for fun check out our poll really quick just to see, and we'll end that off to see where we're at. So 39% gas, electric 39%, and induction 23%. So back to the original question of induction being popular. Obviously, yes, it's not as popular as the others, but I think it's in the mix for sure. Will it overtake gas? Probably not. Gas and electric are on par. I think, though. I don't know. They're all great choices for different reasons, and I think whichever way you're going, induction is something you should check into if you've never checked it out before. So that's all fine and dandy. Let's end the poll right there. And that was fun. Thanks for being on, everybody. And if you are a designer of kitchens and you want to join us on a live stream, be sure to do that. Email me and we can make that happen, because it'd be fun just to have a few of us on and more like a podcast kind of style thing, maybe. Be interesting. All right, listen, have a great week. This week's video, I'm talking about 3 things I've learned after designing for 17,000 hours. I've done enough kitchens now that I've learned a few things, and I'm going to talk to you about them. 3 really important things that you can apply to kitchens, and I think they're really important. So I seen a picture of your kitchen. You could be. You got what it takes. Oh, hell. I got popping for last week 20. Thanks, Natalie. Thanks so much. Thanks for everybody. I'm glad that Deb, awesome. Glad you enjoyed it. Just having fun, chilling with the fam. This is what it's really all about. So I really appreciate you guys. Have an awesome week. I got a bunch of live streams that are coming out, so hopefully they will be interesting. This is me over at my renovation one day, just filming live streams, or not live streams, shorts rather, YouTube shorts. Just filming a bunch of stuff that came to my mind, but they're all really good tips. So hopefully if you see those, they're useful to you. Check out Michael Kitchen Cider for sure. Make sure you go check him out and follow him if you haven't, because he's got great content. Check out his blog too, because that's also really good. And hopefully I can connect soon with Michael and we'll get him on the live stream and get some insight from him too. Listen, have a great week. Love y'all.